Hello again, and welcome back. Scott Wonder's World. Fat Ugly One is back with another one of his little beer reviews for your, well, for your pleasure, for your delight, for your absolute hatred. Whichever one you fall into is absolutely fine with me. Recently, there's been some new beers in the supermarkets. Actually, Asda have dropped in about nine or 10. There's a fair drop gone in. I had a pop in there. It's one I'm after in particular. Can't get it at the moment, so I'm going to pick that up. Northern correspondent Mr. David Thompson, thank you ever so much again for your universal support of the channel and letting me and Wanda know what's out and what's about. And yeah, so there's there's a new beers into Asda. There's a few new into Morrison's. Obviously, we've had the Tesco drop not that long ago. It looks like the beer festival things into Aldi and Lidl are a thing of the past, and they're dropping stuff into their core range beers that are specifically brewed for the supermarkets. But there's some new breweries in Asda stuff as well, which is nice to see. Obviously, you've got some Tooth and Claw. There's some more there's another new beer from. The bloody hell was it from Roosters? They've got Baby Food Assassin in there. They got another one. They got some stuff from more stuff from Northern Monk. Doesn't look like it's laden with adjuncts. So get yourself along to an Asda. See what news in there. Always nice to see some new beers drop in. With that in mind, I've picked this one up from Bristol Beer Factory, not New Bristol Beer Factory. Bristol Beer Factory, and it's my favourite style of beer. It's West Coast IPA. So I saw it, I'm thinking I'm having that straight away, and it's called SOUTHVILLE Hop. And it's West Coast IPA, Cascade, Centennial, Simcoe and Chinook, classic hops going into a American West Coast IPA. It's 6.5%. It says though there. I'm hoping you can see that. Believe me, it does say it. Flies. And this one was £3, not £3.25. So £3. So they're not all £3.25. Well, the one that was in Morrison's, the absolute wreck of a beer from Northern Monk. I think the can's still down here somewhere. I lobbed it on the floor. It's down there. The flake and sauce. Jesus. What's going on with Northern Monk in beers into supermarkets? You got that, you got the Rocket Lolly. They're just adjunct laden mess at the moment. They've got a new Faith twist in, I think, in a couple of the supermarkets that doesn't look like it's got any adjuncts in it. Thank the fucking Lord. Anyway, let's not go off on a rant. Yeah, Bristol Beer Factory. I've had probably one or two beers from Bristol Beer Factory. I know Wanda quite likes their milk stout. Their beers stand out a little bit on the shelf because they're all black cans. I thought it was a stout, to be fair. So it took me a little bit by surprise when I saw it was a West Coast IPA. Have had a decent West Coast IPA recently from the supermarkets, from Sainsbury's, from By the Horns Brewing, Warped Reverb. If you like a West Coast IPA, that in the supermarket is pretty bloody decent. I'm hoping this one is going to be good as well, because there is not very many decent West Coast IPAs available in the supermarket. This one says, an icon in the world of American IPAs. First brewed in 2010. This is all hop, no frills. Fucking hallelujah. Powerful and smooth. SOUTHVILLE Hop is your new favourite IPA. So I'm assuming an icon in the world of American IPAs. So this isn't a new beer, but it's new into Asda. I like to put a West Coast into a Teku because I think it looks fantastic. If it's done right, it looks fantastic. Right, it's chilled down, chilling and killing. Hot are the ingredients. water, barley, wheat, hops and yeast. Fucking adjuncts. In the glass, deep golden colour, copper. 2 finger of slightly sort of off-white head. Looks nice. That smells nice. All those nice West Coasty American hops coming through. So you got some grapefruit bitterness. You get some marmalade flavour aromas. Some citrus. That smells nice. £3 in your Asda. West Coast IPA. Southville hop. Cheers. Please be bitter. Okay. Slight sweetness up front. Grapefruit. And there's that bitterness. Thank the Lord, it's there. It's not. It didn't come through immediately. It takes a little bit to sink in, and then you get that sort of resiny, piney stickiness on the end, and that bitterness is sitting on my tongue, in the back of my throat, wanting me to take some more. That's lovely. Grapefruit, some orange peel, there's some citrus zest in there as well, and then you get that piney resinous bitterness on the end. That's not too bad at all. Finally, we get some decent West Coasts into the supermarkets. And it's not. I don't think it's quite as bitter as the warped reverb from By the Horns, but that I think there's a more pininess, resinous stickiness to it than that one. That evens out slightly that slightly subdued bitterness on this one. I'd like to might pick them both up and do them against each other. If you'd like to see that, then leave a comment in the comments. But it's doing everything that I would want a West Coast side. Almost everything I would like a West Coast to do. It just lacks a tiny bit of bitterness. But I say that really resinous pine is still sat in my back of my throat now, and I really like that. That's a nice beer. New to Asda, so I don't think it's a new beer by any stretch of the imagination. Southville hop from Bristol Beer Factory, £3 a can. I'm going to give that a solid thumbs up. That's a nice beer. If you've tried Southville hop, then let me know in the comments. If you haven't, pop yourself along to Asda if you've got one. I know they're not as prevalent as places like Tesco and places like that, but well worth picking up if you're on your travels and you pop in and see it. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't, give it a thumbs down. It's entirely your choice. There's a subscribe button along here somewhere if you're interested and you'd like to be kept up to date with things like that. And me, Wanda, see you very soon. Have a good evening.